There are conversations which unfold beautifully, and then there are conversations which ignite. I'm sure today we are in for such a conversation, one which ignites. We are in conversation with a woman who wrote stories. Not just stories, some heart-wrenching, unforgettable stories about women, which were internationally commended for their immense emotional and moral weight. Banu Mushtaq, the Booker Prize winning author from India, joining us on the next guest on 973 show. Ma'am, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking your time. I know it's your rest and relaxing time in Bahrain.
Yes.
We're indeed honored. So as I just said, and as we read, the Booker Prize Judging Committee has described your stories as those with intense emotional and moral depth.
Yes.
How do you reflect on this, especially when Heart Lamp, written in Kannada, has gone to the worldwide audience and taken a center stage? How do you reflect?
Of course, these stories are highly emotional because they reflect the reality and the true assessment of the women back home. Mm-hmm. Not only back home, though I have written it in the backdrop of Muslim cultural scenario, mm-hmm. and I have used Muslim names. The stories travel beyond the boundaries.
Yes.
It reflects on each and every woman who is living under patriarchy, mm-hmm. and who is subjugated to slavery due to these patriarchal principles. And that's why in this connection, I have analyzed the role of woman, mm-hmm. how she has been manipulated. The manipulation starts from the household itself. Mm-hmm. From the home arena, she is made to obey the orders of this patriarchal, and these patriarchal qualities and patriarchal system, it is dominating her, rejecting all the facilities and benefits and the status given by the religion also. Mm-hmm. So many religions, they have given a special status to women.
Yeah.
But men, they want to, dissolve all these rights, and they want to dominate on their own, rules and regulations. That is the differentiation I have given here in these my stories, wherein the women, they are unlawfully subjugated. Mm-hmm. The same scenario, it prevails all over the world. That is what the Booker juries have told. Yes. Though it is stated in the backdrop of Muslim culture, in the South Asian scenario, and
it crosses those barriers.
Yeah, mm-hmm. It applies. It has got a universality in those stories.
Indeed. Yes. And as you said, there is one line, one very piercing line. Though I am yet to get the copy here into this part of the world, but then in all those reviews, this one line has been repeated. The wife is a maid, a servant to her husband, like a bonded labor. Yes. So this one sentence, it defines a system that we are talking about. It distills the system. And I'm sure when you're writing about these, it must have been, you also said some of the stories refuse to leave you, isn't it? How did you, and despite this, all of them are survivors. All of your heroines, protagonists are survivors. So how did you manage in handling their pain, which is struggle, not just reducing it into pain, but as their success or the resilience? How is this journey?
Yeah, my women, they don't cross the threshold of home. They want to be in the family bonds.
Yes, somehow they themselves.
Yes. They want to be.
They want to be. Yeah.
They want to continue. They don't want to disown. They don't want to say divorce. I will give away and I will go. No.
I think even the cover text says that she wakes up and she finds tired and blames it on her blood pressure, isn't it?
Even then, she want to retain her integrity, and she want to retain her status, and he want to retain the relationship. She want to be the savior of the family, because if she disowns and if she disregards all those conditions and all those severity, no family will remain together. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, my protagonist, they will be the first thing to save the family
at any cost.
But along with it, they are giving protest step by step in each sentence and each circumstances, and on each occasions they are challenging their patriarchy in a subtle way, in a defiant way, in an open way, and all those things they manage together to say on his face that you are wronging.
Right. Beautiful. And coming about to talk about the translation, Diba Bashti has done a wonderful job bringing
Yes.
the Kannada piece into the world, to language, to all people across the world.
Yes.
I'm sure. How is this journey of you two navigating through the translation, especially the nuances of the language, which comes with a rich culture and tradition? And I'm sure you must have used idioms and phrases very natural to the colloquial usage.
Yes.
Was there anything surprising in the translation when you found like, oh wow, this is such a beautiful thing? Anything like that?
Deepa Bhasti has retained the rawness,
Yes.
which is present in Kannada that I have written.
Okay.
It is my works is full of rawness, and it is full of sarcasm. Sarcastic remarks are there,
Okay.
and proverbs are there, and there will be some sudden turns and twists in the stories.
Okay.
The end you will not expect. The end will be like this. In all those stories, Deepa Bhasti, she has given her the best to translate it in the same way I have written. Her translation is also raw, and it is surprisingly she uses the proverbs in the same manner that I have stated in my
Okay.
stories. And another important thing is she has not used italics. She doesn't want to say, she doesn't want to use some notes to say this is such a thing. The readers have to understand it.
All right. Okay.
But
that usually happens in translations. You
Yes,
give it
ma'am.
italics or asterisks and then explain it. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
she doesn't explain anything. Her narration itself explains the words, things, and situation. That is something special about her.
Definitely, Deepa has contributed in a vast way, I would say. Otherwise, international
It is
acclaim.
not a very high-sounded English word she has not
It must be
used.
simple and commonplace.
Yes, it is
Yes.
simple and common as I have used in Kannada, my language.
Ma'am, when you say like you have portrayed 12 Muslim women from the southern part of India, and I'm sure every story had that sensitivities attached to it very often, be it from the religious aspect or the social aspect or the cultural aspect. So how did you find yourself balancing this, the almost saying out the truth, which can sometimes get so sensitive? Did you face any of such thoughts while writing it, or any time in the process?
Truth will be harsh.
Yes.
Everywhere, every time. And people are not ready to accept the truth. If it is a blatant truth, if it is covered with sarcastic remarks, and the situation itself in a funny way goes to say, see, how fool are you?
Yeah.
And they have nothing left except him also to get laugh.
Right.
He will laugh at it. See what a fool am I.
Yeah.
And that way, when the twists and turns in the stories take climax or anticlimax, and when the end comes, the wastefulness of these rules, wastefulness of his command, and the subtle ignorance of law by himself, and the ignorance of the language of love itself, it gets revealed on him. And he is shown as a comic piece.
Right.
Which the readers also note, and even the person to whom it is addressed, he will also get ashamed, not furious. That
Yeah.
technique is
There is an element of embarrassment which would creep.
embarrassment. Of course.
Not irritation, rather.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is one head of the mosque who gives about more than 15 days to exhume a body, mistaken that it is a Muslim body cremated in a Hindu smashan.
Okay.
And he goes to authorities, he turns ups and down the entire world and goes to DC, everybody, and he takes orders, and there will be a lot of people, police, everything. Wherein at home he is denying the property rights to his own sisters.
Yeah.
But he wants to do justice to a corpse. He has supposedly thought that it's a Muslim person who has died. It is a rotten body. With the help of the authorities, he exhumes the body, and when the janaza is taken in a procession to the graveyard, the same person who he has thought that he is dead, his body he is carrying, he crosses the road.
Okay. Interesting.
See the scenario wherein he will come to know all his efforts of 15 days and being a heroic person, everything is vanished. He will not open his mouth, and even the people who are following in the procession, they also shut their mouth.
Quiet.
Silence prevails.
Right. When you explain this, thought crosses my mind. Have you ever envisaged these 12 stories going into as a movie?
Yeah.
Have you?
Which one?
All these 12 stories, how do you think they would be on a screen if we make it a movie?
Already one of my film, one of my story, that is Black Cobras, it has made into a film.
Okay.
In Kannada,
Right.
at Karnataka, is a world famous director by name Girish Kosarvalli, and he has screened this film in 2004 itself. And it has made a great history.
Right.
3 Golden Lotus has been awarded to this film, and the heroine, protagonist Tara, she is the leading female character in Kannada. She got Golden Lotus.
Very good.
Comparatively to both of them, Aishwarya Rai and Tara were on the board. They were having a great contest, and even Tara won the national award.
Okay.
For her role in this Karinagaragalu.
Okay.
And then the film also got the best film award. And my sister, she did the costume for that, Ishrat Nisa. She also won national award for it. And it has been screened in Cannes Film Festival.
Great.
And now the story Heart Lamp, it has made into a play, and all over Karnataka, the very famous Nina Sam troupe, it is a having highly great cultural background. They are playing throughout Karnataka. This short story has made into a film, and they are enacting each and every day at Karnataka, and they are touring the entire Karnataka, and it has got massive appreciation all over Karnataka, and people are mad after that. And my stories are made into films and dramas, everything.
Right.
And people are appreciating it.
Great. So, Heart Lamp, now standing with Heart Lamp, how do you look at that? Is there any line that you have set as a writer that I will not cross this line? Is there something like that as a writer?
Yes.
Especially when you're writing very sensitive topics.
A writer has a social
Commitment.
responsibility. Social commitment is there. He or she has to be, I don't say she has to voice the victims are oppressed. I say voice is already there. It has to be echoed. Echoed in an artistic way and in a louder way, and it has to be shouted so that the entire world should hear it. But the thing is, there is an element of self-censorship also as an author with me, because I can, though I have given the rawness of my stories, I cannot write as how I wanted to write, because I have undergone the process of self-censorship myself, and while writing itself, I have, censored some of them and given a different thing. It is there. I had to restrain myself.
Right. Is there one thing that you want the world to know through your writings, especially with the Booker Prize in hand and with these stories, telling raw stories, as you said, the rawness of women and their lives?
Yeah.
What is that one thing that which you want your readers to understand or take home, take back, than just reading and,
No,
you know?
I cannot direct a reader.
Okay.
I cannot say you take back this or you take back that. So when a story, I don't complete a story. I live in the halfway.
Okay.
I don't suggest any end like Aesop's moral stories.
You leave it to the readers to.
I live the story. I leave the material to the readers.
Okay.
And when I write a story and leave it halfway, the reader will not be satisfied.
You're right.
There is a feeling of, some disturbance in the reader.
Like as you said,
and that
doesn't leave
story grows further in the mind of the reader.
It develops.
It grows and it will take a different turn. See, people have written me. One person who is a physician, he sent me a sequel of 28 pages because he was not happy with the hot lamp. And he was highly, disturbed because the eldest daughter, she plays like a mother to her mother, and gross injustices was done by her father. So she gets him admitted to a college, and he provides some job to the mother, and he recreated a story to his own notions, and he has sent that to me. I said, just went through it. And I said, it is a good thing. It has grown in his mind. And likewise, there are so many stories. And one person called me, he said, see, you have done injustices to these characters. And you have spoiled our, the life of a child. You have spoiled. Because she is a child, she should have studied. What is she doing now? Is she studying or has she stopped her studies? Does she require any,
Are they asking you all these
help,
questions?
any help?
Okay.
So can I help her to get They think they are real characters. They involve with these characters. And these characters, these stories, they start developing in their own minds and give a different, color, different, different relief as per their own whims and fancies.
Right.
That thing I want. That thing, it
You
should
enjoy
grow.
that.
It should grow.
Within the reader.
Grow.
Yes.
And it should grow in the minds of the reader. It should be discussed. And the pros and cons of it should be discussed.
Right.
Debated.
Okay, yeah. I get you. This conversation cannot be complete without touching upon this important thing. If you search the internet, Banu Mushtaq is referred to as Indian author and activist.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your journey there on that. I'm sure you must have picked cues of these stories during your life as an activist as well, isn't it?
Yes. My activism also, it gave me a lot of opportunities because when I was not writing. I was a writer from the beginning itself. I used to, the day I started learning my alphabets, I started writing. It's a different thing. But no remarkable thing was written by me. Earlier to my marriage, I had published one story in a newspaper, a very remarkable newspaper. But afterwards, I had stopped writing. I was into family. And at the same time, lot of social movements cropped up at Karnataka state. There was Dalit movement was very active. Farmers movement was about 5 persons were shot dead at Naragunda and Navalgunda. Thereby, the farmers agitation flared up, and there was long wage movement. Gokak report was announced, and feministic movement was also there. And along with them, there was one other literary movement which was very prominent, was Bandaya Sahitya Sangatna. So all these Dalita, Bandaya and all these movements, it gave me a lot of life experience, as well as I could be able to analyze and get know about the various political theories also. We used to go to Dalits hostel. We used to discuss with them about the constitution, about the way how they are alienated as untouchables, and how they should be inclusive in this society. All those things we used to discuss with them. And till then, the entire Kannada literature, which has got a rich history of 2,500 years, there were writings of only elite class male writers only, Brahmanical writers. We used to read their stories only, their literature only. But when this social movement started, Dalits started writing, women started of various class, they started writing, and farmers, they also started singing, and all this literature entered into Kannada stage, and thereby the Bandaya Sahitya Sangatne unified all this literature. Even today, it is a living and the only literature, branch of literature which is surviving in Karnataka. And they are, after Navya, Navodaya, modern Kannada literature is divided into Navya, Navodaya, and now it is at a time this Kannada literature branched out into Dalita Sahitya, then Strivadi Sahitya, feminist literature, and Muslim Samvedane. At that time, during 70s and 80s, about including me, about 5 to 6 Muslim writers started writing.
Okay.
We started writing, and we had greatest challenges for us because our mother tongue was different. My mother tongue is Urdu, Dakni Urdu, and I speak in Urdu at home. But I have studied in Kannada medium, and I have to write for Kannada readers. My readers are Kannada people, Kannadigas. So in these special conditions, special circumstances, it was the greatest challenge for me to write in Kannada. I started experimenting, giving one story of the other. I used to write one story, and the challenge was in which language I have to write, to whom I have to reach.
Okay.
I cannot write in Urdu. I have to write in Kannada only, and I have to reach only Kannada readers. Then what shall I write? Write about Hindus or Muslims? Write about Kannada, culture or Muslim culture? Write about Hindu feast or Muslim feast? And circumstances should I analyze? All these were challenges. So I used to write one story. It used to get published, and I used to see the reactions from the readers, responses from the reader. And I am so happy, the Kannadigas, they welcomed my writings. They were so happy. They felt that I am exposing, or I am opening the door of a culture which was till then, it was closed. Nobody wrote about the inside stories of the Muslim community.
Okay.
In India or say in Karnataka. It was not exposed. Nobody used to write.
Right.
And I started writing about the festivals, about a cremation, about some internal conflicts, about the status of women. All these things I started to write, and I want to show, I wanted to say, even in India, even in Karnataka, Muslims are also human beings. Though they might be, cornered. They are marginalized. They have got their own sorrows and their own happiness, their own way of living. And I just went on exposing one after the other. But two things happened. The Kannadigas, readers, and the society was happy that at least they could peep into a culture, society, and a community. And another thing was, I wanted to bridge a gap between the Hindus and Muslims of Karnataka.
Okay.
So that the Kannadigas should understand them. And I wanted to say to Muslims of Karnataka, there is nothing to hide. What is there to hide? Culture might be different.
True.
It doesn't mean you should hide it from somebody. There is nothing danger in it so that we can hide it.
All right.
So I wanted to bridge a gap.
Right.
And that thing, that with that view, when I wrote these stories, I think I am now successful.
Indeed, it's just not successful beyond success. It has made every Indian proud, and by now you explained as to the depth beyond these stories. It's all about bridging cultures, bridging people, bridging humanity. Thus said, anything else in mind? What is next that we can expect from you?
Yeah, next I'm doing some work.
Okay.
My 6 stories have been published in this one anthology.
That's
6 collections.
Okay.
See,
So that's an anthology in Kannada.
Kannada, in anthology in Kannada. And among these stories, 12 stories were selected, and it has come in the shape of Heart Lamp.
Okay.
And there are already about 55 stories are remaining there.
Okay.
And one translator, she is translating 15 stories out of it. Remaining there are about 40 to 50 stories. Among it, she's right now she's translating 15 stories from this collection. And my 7th collection is coming due to publish in Kannada.
Okay.
That's also. And then I am also, and one of my novels by name Kubra, it is also been published in Kannada. All preparations have been done. Draft has come for me to just look after the spelling and check, and I have to send it. And finally, I am also coming with my autobiography. Autobiography was being written by me even prior to this Booker.
You must have started even before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I have to complete it because my publisher is
After you.
Yes.
Do you intend to complete it sitting and writing in Bahrain?
Yeah, I think that's what I told my daughter.
Yeah.
And there I will not be allowed to write, because each and every day there will be 4 to 5 interviews, and each and every day there will be felicitation.
Yes.
Yeah, they have filled my entire home with shawls, petas, garlands, and mementos, and
That's why I said it's a matter of pride for all of us.
Yes,
So
all
obviously
of
you
them,
deserve
they are
it.
enjoying like anything. I'm happy about it. I'm so happy, but I don't get any time to write. That's why and now I have got so many, travel plans.
Lined up, okay.
Throughout the world, I have been invited to most of the festivals, literary
Yes.
festivals. And now I am planning differently. I may accept 1 or 2 invitations per month, and remaining time I will do all the necessary background work, and I will come during October. I am deciding with her, because she is planning all my tour programs. October I may come to Bahrain, and my agent is suggesting me that he will get residency to be in various countries to go and remain there and to write a book. No, I think I will, even without residency, I will come to Bahrain.
Bahrain, yes.
Yeah, I will be here, and I will complete my 2 novels and 1 autobiography.
Right.
That is my plan. I don't know how far I may succeed.
May it all be successful, but then we have to explain the she that you have been referring to while talking. It's your daughter.
Yes, my daughter Lubna.
Yes,
who is here.
Dr. Lubna, and they live here in Bahrain. So that is the Booker Prize, Tying Roots to Bahrain Roots. Please tell us about your family, ma'am.
My family is, it is 50 years of my marriage, and my husband is a businessman. He's having an optical showroom and at Hassan, and he's actively looking after his business even today. I'm having 4 children, and there are 3 daughters, and the last one is the son. And all the 3 daughters, they are advocates.
Okay.
And they took, English literature as they loved literature.
Okay.
And all the 3 of them, they were toppers in the Mysore University. They were gold medalists.
Okay.
All the 3 of them. And eldest one is, though she was successful in competitive examination, she never opted to go for it, and now she is practicing at Bombay. And second one, Lubna, Here she's a
She's in
corporate
Bahrain.
advocate in Bahrain. Third one is Indonesia, Jakarta. And son is with us at Hassan. He has also completed his engineering and MBA, PGDM. But he also never wished to go for service. He's having a different business and he is a lawyer also.
Great. So you have 4 lawyers
Four
at
lawyers.
home. And we cannot close that family bit without mentioning to your very talented granddaughter.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
isn't it?
Yes,
Nadia.
yes, Sophia.
Sophia. All right.
Sophia. Sophia, I don't know what to say about her. She is highly talented, and I'm astonished to see her sketches and the way she does it, and the extra. I mean, the efforts she does. She doesn't even look back even to have her dinner or tea or anything.
Okay.
She will be engrossed in her work, and it does like a meditation.
Yes.
She gives a special effect. I'm so happy about her. So happy.
So it runs in the family.
Yes. It runs in the family. Yes. She's
So-
a good writer also.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. All right. So thank you very much for talking to us. We would love to have your closing remarks to the viewers and listeners in Bahrain. You're here for a short trip. We expect you to be here
Yeah,
more.
I'm so happy because Bahrain, I just wanted to mention it. I forget to mention. Bahrain has given rebirth to me. Because in
Interesting.
2022, when I visited Bahrain to visit my daughter, we had gone to a restaurant, had our dinner, and just when we were returning, I had a fall on the ground.
Okay.
And immediately my daughter Lubna, she got alert, and my son-in-law Noor, and they called ambulance. I was shifted to hospital. There it came to our knowledge that I had a massive heart attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And before coming to Bahrain, I had got thoroughly checked up at my place because I didn't want it to have any medical casualties here, but I was immediately shifted to hospital and at the heart center here. So I was treated there immediately. I was given immediate help. Stent was inserted to me, and somehow my life was saved. That's why I'm telling. And I got the best medical help here, and I'm thankful for that. And also, when we inquired about the billing of my treatment, they said no, it was you were not prepared for that.
Yeah, it was an emergency. Yeah.
Yeah, with the emergencies, and we don't charge you anywhere, and that was a great thing. I never expected that.
That's the
And
beauty of Bahrain.
Yes, in the Bodhi. So I'm thankful to the medical assistance of Bahrain and also the government policy of not billing those who are not prepared for this
That's
medical emergency, and it is something special I noted here.
Indeed.
Yes.
Thank you very much for sharing that beautiful thought and piece on Bahrain. It is as big a testimony like that as the Heartland. Thank you so much. So
Yes, you
once
are.
again, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Congratulations and
Welcome.
all the best to your future endeavors.
Thank you for your wishes. Thank you.
She gifted us 12 stories. Yes, indeed, heart-touching ones. But they're beyond stories, a mirror. A mirror which reflects patriarchy, inequality, and more. Well, that was craft, that was courage. And that is what happens when voices which need to be heard are brought out, and what happens when they are heard. So that was Banu Mushtaq, India's Pride Booker Prize winning author, with us on the next guest on 973 show. And this is Rajiv Unikrishnan signing off, only to meet you with yet another interesting and exciting guest.